was wild. Sexually objects, broken backs, and sinking these songs. We blinded eyes with troubled times, with total lies, we blood upon it. The man that came from far out west and laid down tracks in the street. Sexually burning through backs and sinking these songs.
And welcome to Taper John. We are back. And let me turn the music down. There we go. Good morning. How's everybody doing today? This is Taper John. Welcome back. Welcome to Taper John. We are back. Yes, we are. Forgot to turn the monitor off. Sorry about that. There, now we sound better. So, let me go ahead here and share the links. Oh, that's right. I gotta turn this up a little bit because I'm sitting a little higher because I'm getting a bad back. Give me 1 second here, playing around. Make some minor adjustments. Here we go, that seems a little better. Oh yeah. There we go. Okay, yeah, I'm getting a bad back sitting in this chair too much. So, raised her up, so I gotta raise the mic up a little bit. So today, like I said, once again, I'm sharing the links, letting everybody know that I'm live. So, today, I am doing something just a tad different because I want to save the hours. And on StreamYard, I want to save my hours on StreamYard. So, and nobody seems to want to join in too early in the morning on Sundays. So, I'm going to use Streamlabs today, and if somebody does want to come on the screen, I can cancel and switch over. So, now, I'm sharing the links here. Almost finished. Welcome, Linda Lee. I just got your message saying that you're here. I'm not wearing a pink hoodie. It's kind of warm in here today, so I'm just wearing my vest. So anyways, Jen, I'll be with you in just a second. Alright, I just did a quick share. So, good morning, Linda Lee. Good morning, Jen. And I'm reading your message now. Yeah, you want to go up to Friends, then driving up a mountain for 2 hours and back. Yeah, elevation is going to hurt with your ear. Oh, now you're over here now, Jen. Jeez, now I'm getting all confused. Okay, so here's the music. Now to answer your question. Jen. yeah, for $150, less than $150 for a small recorder that will give you the XLR board feed, would probably be one of the Tascams. But at the same time, then you gotta buy the patch cables. You know the drill. You gotta buy the patch cables. Then you gotta buy probably some kind of an accessory because you're probably gonna use some form of external mics. Now, to find out which, that's a good question. To find out which one's actually going to be about roughly 150 bucks. I think even one of the cheaper ones that will give you an XLR for a board feed, that would probably be a little bit more, probably closer to 3 or 4. So, yeah. I would suggest that he goes to B&H and browse around and see what he can get. Look at the models for that. We could do that too if you guys like. I don't know if anybody's interested in looking at that. But like I said, then you know that you gotta go to the patch cables, extra batteries. So what's the guy gonna fork out? Probably about 4 eBay. You might get a used one because there's actually a lot of mixed breeds out there that are actually being bought too. So yeah, a lot of people are trading the old ones in. And actually, I would be very tempted to trade my Sound Devices 552 in. I mean, even used, I bought that for $2,000. So. And it's still a pretty good machine. We're echoing? I shouldn't be echoing now. Am I echoing? Am I still echoing? Echo, echo. This is the echo. But, yeah, I want to conserve. So the DR40. Okay. Yeah, I know people who use it, but I'm not familiar with it. Is that the little small, narrow one? I hear no echo on my end, so I want to know. You don't hear the echo. Okay. So I think Linda Lee just got the beginning intro where my feedback came in. Not now, it was. Yeah, it was. Here's another echo for you. Alright, the caffeine's kicking in. Back to the yeah, so back to that. You have two D40s. Okay. DR40s. So I really don't want to trade the 552 in. I kind of like it, but it does need to be repaired on channel 2. But like I said, I got everything that I need on both machines. So, you know, I would actually ask that guy. I don't know unless it's for you. I don't know. But I would definitely ask what he actually really wants to use it for. Because then he's also got to think about 6 months in advance. Because you spend 150 bucks and you find out that that's not what you really want, and you want to expand, and the other recorder sits on the shelf, and you just wasted 150 bucks that you could have went and bought patch cables for. So, yeah, have them come on in. Have them join us. And find out. We'll walk them through it. I'm sorry that you got your earache, and then you got to go up to the mountains. Oh, geez, you could almost visit Linda Lee, I think, then. So that would be my take on that, because I wrote a video guide to add to the kit. This ain't Forrest by any chance, is it? Because Forrest is doing the same thing. And for that, well, if you just grab into board feed, then you could probably do that with just an 1/8 inch jack, a headphone jack. But then that's analog too. So yeah. Who's messaging me? And then for you YouTubers out there, I apologize, but some of my followers are on old school, so they actually chat privately, so don't take none of that serious. So I'm on multiple platforms. No, it's not forced. Do you know who I'm talking about with Forrest? Because actually Forrest Sylvester George is actually looking for subscribers, because he's actually doing the same thing. And then he's also actually looking for a conversion. And I don't know what he's actually convert what he wants to, oh, he wants to convert CDs to Wave, which shouldn't be that hard. Trader's Little Helper should be able to do that, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, so you know him? Yeah. He's a nut like me, I think. Don't you think, Linda Lee? So, I'm just going to monitor this. Okay. I like looking at my analytics too. So you gotta bear with me, I'm also doing 3 things in the background here. So you guys can hear the music? Or do I need to talk louder, or what? Ah, this is Eleanor Rigby. Cool. Oh, by the way, I don't think I even mentioned that. I am totally sorry on that. This is Brothers Comatose live at the UC Theater Berkeley on December 13th, 2019. I should copy that and paste that, don't I? Yeah, what I'm assuming, because to me that's pretty easy, but what I think Forrest is actually trying to do, I don't know if he's trying to rip it to the CD, which should just be burned to the hard drive, and that shouldn't be hard to do. And I really don't know if he is actually using a Mac or a Windows. So that probably plays a partial difference in the method too. And I haven't done that for so long, I have to rethink. I just keep everything on my drive, and then I just process it that way. I don't take CDs back anymore. Hell with that. I tried doing that with my cassettes, God, about 10 years ago, maybe longer, 15, 20 years ago, and I did 1 or 2 cassettes, or should I say shows, so that was probably about 4 or 5 cassette tapes. And I'm sorry, back then it's like, wow, this will go on forever. So I just gave up. I still have. I still have. I still have the Sony cassette. Yeah, that works. So I still have that. So I can still play all my material. And actually, that's how I played my Robert Hunter stream after he died. The day that he died, I just whipped out my cassettes and I had to find a Walkman so I can play it.
Thanks, you guys. We got our dad bartending up on stage right now. It's pretty fucking great.
So,
I've got 16 bounties on this poet of mine. There's no chance of winning, so I might as well.
Windows Media to make MP3, but yeah, if he wants to do the HD conversion, I'm sure he wants to do it in WAV, not MP3. And that's going to be a problem too, because CDs are only in 16-bit also. So you can't take a 16-bit and expand it to 24. I mean, you can't do that. You can down, but you can't go up. And Linda Lee, okay, have fun in the shower. I'm not washing your back. I already took a shower, so I'm not getting wet again yet. Yeah, I used to burn CDs, but it turned out to be too costly. And then once I started taking my security classes and my networking classes and getting certified by Microsoft, I pretty much just kept everything on my hard drive. So now once a year I gotta go out and buy an external hard drive for storage. So I haven't burnt a CD in so long. Somebody asked me, it's like, yeah, whatever, do it yourself. You take the time to do it. I gotta move this chat box. It's starting to annoy me. There we go. And what did you mean by bump the music? You want me to raise it up a little bit? I can. I didn't know how that affects my talking. And then when I look at your locals bands, geez, I used to think that mine were low. But I'm glad it's pretty much a common base. Nobody knows about the local bands except for the locals. So I'm glad we're kind of doing this on the weekends. I kind of made a joke about that yesterday where I went live last night and I played some of our local stuff. And then I posted on Facebook. It's like, well, I shared California bands to us, so now I'm bringing us over to the California people. So I kind of like that. I mean, I meant it as a joke, but it's actually kind of a fun thing. So. So you're doing, so I'm pretty much doing it. I'm pretty much doing it the standard way. Everybody's pretty much doing that now. Okay. I thought it was just me being lazy, but I assume people did it that way. Although I do have, like I said, I do have people that sit there and ask me for CDs. And like I said, I won't. I'd sooner give them a thumb drive. It's all about the love. You got that right. I'm ready to rake and bake, but for some reason I like having a cigarette. But I'm smoking these too damn much when I'm streaming, so I'm gonna have to bring out my pipe. One of my old sailor habits that's still part-time. But it's nice to sit down for like a half hour and not do nothing and just talk on that thing.
Holy shit, that was really great. Thank you guys so much. Thank you.
So I pretty much shared this out on Facebook.
So when I was 7 years
So we're
old,
waiting on everybody to join in. I think Warfried Joe is not showing up today. I think he did tell me that
here's the desert.
it's his wife's birthday, and then he's doing something this afternoon. I think he's recording this afternoon.
Like 5 days later,
So he's going to have a busy day. So I'm just hanging out. And I kind of figured something like that was going to happen. That's why I'm using Streamlabs today and not StreamYard.
last out, my face landed on a CD, and it was Charlie Daniels' greatest hits. True. All true. This is all true. And I was like, oh my gosh, what is this? And fortunately, before I left, my parents were smart enough to strap an old Discman to my back.
Yeah, and speaking of
Changed my life.
the Tascams and the DR40s and board feeds,
That guy's awesome. And I'm trying.
since I'm going to be for the next 8 weeks, 7 more weeks, Monday night, I'm actually thinking about actually trying something a little bit different. Tomorrow night, I was actually thinking about plugging in and doing kind of like a matrix tomorrow. I kind of want to see how that goes. The sad thing is though, the bass and the electric are not plugged into the board, so I don't know what the point would be for that for me. But I actually do want to start playing with that, so I will be investing in patch cables for that. And 2020 is when I do a matrix board feed. I will be asking this year for you guys. Joel wants me to do that, so I'll play with that once in a while. I'll try to do it more. I'll be more aggressive in my style, I guess. So I guess I'll play that by the situation. If I can set up at a board, great. If not, but it's also got to fit in with the video or streaming that I'm going to be doing as well. So we'll go with the flow. Okay, got that, Joe? When you replay this and watch this, you got that? I'm going to go with the flow with the 2020, depending on how I got to set up, is depending if I get a board feed or not. So this way it's still 50-50. It's kind of weird. I'm not used to actually just being just a talker, but apparently I must have a lot to talk about today. I went out for breakfast and I had my usual, and I had 3 Mountain Dews, 3 glasses. So that's probably what's going on. So I got 4 people in the house. I don't only know who 2 are.
Cheers, UC Theater. Fuck yeah.
So right now we're listening to Brothers Comatose live at the UC Theater Berkeley on December 13th, 2019. So it's only just a couple months ago, last month actually. And we were talking, and I was talking to Jen about DR40s and board feeds. Madman Thoughts is in the house. Hello, Madman. So, and we were also talking about audio conversion.
Charlie Daniels, Brazina.
And what I'm thinking, I always bounce like Tigger. You gotta remember, I'm also using 2 screens. So I'm monitoring myself. I'm chatting and I also chat. And some people are messaging me via Book of Faces and in here. So I have to monitor both. I wonder who. Of course you keep me bouncing like Tigger. I can't help that. Plus I had caffeine. Jen, you must have subscribed because I lost 2 this morning and I got 1 of them back. So you must have just subscribed to me. And this is not one of those sub for sub channels. If there's any YouTube creators in here, that's what they're looking for. This is not a sub for sub channel. I don't play that game. Yes, I'm bouncing like Tigger from the do and to screen. So yeah, I don't do that sub for sub thing that actually angers me actually, because I don't want my subscriber base going up and then 2 days later I find out I lost 20. You know, so if you like it, if you like the music and you like the channel and you like to talk, then fine. If not, move on. I have my dedicated followers and I stick with that. I'm not being arrogant or anything like that. I just, why subscribe to something that you're not going to watch every day? So, back to you, Jim. What time are you leaving? I'm assuming that'll be this afternoon. Well, I'm glad you love it, Jen. I'm not trying to be a jerk. I mean, you know how it is. I get the taper mentality, like I'm setting up and turning down and setting my knobs and everything. It's like, leave me alone until I'm done. Then ask your silly questions. Of course I'm uploading it. Of course I'm sharing it. Oh my god, I'm in taper autopilot mode. Oh, now you're not sure if you're going now? Okay. I'll try not to scream and laugh too hard in your ear. Be about 1-ish, so it'll be about a half hour in my time. No, 2.5 hours my time. Sorry.
We're gonna give these guys a quick little break. I don't know what they're gonna do back there. So this is Alex. He's my brother.
Howdy, folks.
Alex
This
Morrison.
is Ben right here. This is Ben Morrison. He's my brother.
Our
So,
guy Brad is
Angeline.
bartending right now.
Oh, we just finished that one. So we are one. I'm not sure if I know that. Is that an original tune, Jen?
Fun. This is Comatopia by the Bay. We didn't have our festival this year called Comatopia, so we thought we'd bring it to the UC Theater and bring all of our bunch of our favorite bands, the Little Smokies, Royal Jelly Jive, and Rainbow Girls. And a bunch of our friends and family up here on stage with us right now, hanging out. And
Yeah, it's 10:30 here.
and all you guys out here, thank you all for coming. We're going to do a little breakdown song for you. It's a brother song.
Here, Jen. I had that right. Thought I had it upside down. This will be the 552. 5 channels. But the only thing I don't like about this is that it's difficult to hear which channels I'm recording. Because I also don't want to interfere with the recording itself. and it only records in stereo. So if I plug 4 mics in, the recorder is only going to record in stereo. So that's what the one flaw I don't like with the 552. But I do like the mix pre, which is in the bag over here. I'm getting headphone hair again. Darn it. So then, Jen, you are the DR40 user. Is that all you use? Oh, you can record in mono. Yeah, I guess I can too. But I pan my mics to the left and right in the premix. And actually, that's how I started playing with the Matrix. When I saw, God, I can't remember his name. I had this problem with pain 3 weeks ago as well. But when I clapped onto him, no, it was Joe last week. Or both. Zoom H6, yes, that's what this guy at Wrigley Field over summer was using when I stupidly forgot my mics. And his feed was clipping on mine, so then he whipped out his phone and lowered his outputs. Yep. And that's when I decided, okay, I got the drift of this. So that was like my first hands-on experience as a Matrix. I was like, okay, I got it. So yeah, lower the cardioids 50%, do the board feed, if you had it, but at Wrigley Field, obviously, we're not going to get a board feed. See, and I don't like mixing after. That's my whole problem. I was so used to mixing in the field where I pre-mixed out there, I didn't have to do really much of anything. So, learning this over the summer, it's like, oh, okay, so this is more my speed, pre-mixing. But yeah, Joe does all that post-production work as well. I guess I'll have to play with that. And actually, Patchy, down in Louisiana, actually used the software Zoom and remoted into my computer a few weeks ago and kind of walked me through the basics of tracking in Audacity. And I wanted to play around with that, and I kind of played around with it, but then I kind of like got stumped on the track labels, and I wanted to make sure I was doing that correctly, and I didn't want to upload that to archive, and at the same time I'm trying to get up there within 24 hours while it's still fresh in the audience's heads, otherwise they forget. And to keep up with Keith, Tommy the Beard, because they like to be up there within 24 hours. Do you know Tommy? Jen? Do you know of Tommy? I'm assuming you never met him, but you know of Tommy. Tommy the Beard. He's from Minnesota. Easy come, easy go. Why do I hear, It is, and that's what Bill told me, and that's what everybody else is telling me, but then I lose my 24-bit when I go to CD Wave. It goes back down to... It goes back down to 16. You know of Tom? Okay. Yeah, I'm amazed at how his recordings come out because he's a stack recorder. You know what I mean? So if they do something funny through the board and give you like sound effects, then he screwed on his recording. So I really don't like his way. Yeah, I know you know Keith. I know you know Keith, but I didn't know if you know of Tom or not. We came up with the nickname Grandson and Grandpa. No, for some reason, I can't, from my audacity in CD Wave, it tells me it can't read 24-bit for some reason. So when I go through CD Wave, it reduces mine to 16-bit. I asked 3 or 4 people, oh, must be you gotta upgrade your software. But then everybody's telling me that CD Wave doesn't go higher than 16-bit. So double check on your next recording, pay attention. Because we're so used to saving and saving that we don't really look. But watch, try saving it in 24. And that's what someone told me too, and I've changed the version 2 or 3 times. Well, I'm doing everything in Wave first. I do all the processing in Wave. And then I run it through Trader's Little Helper. And I never heard of Trader's Little Helper until Rory told me about it. And I hate mentioning his name. I don't want people bugging him. And this is 24. Well, then something's going to be wrong with my software. Because this laptop is only a little over a year old. And I know I had to re-upload everything. I can save FLAC in Audacity. I never done that. So then what am I using TLH for? Now you're confusing me. Well, then what do I need Trader's Little Helper for? You're going to have to show me that. I think I'm going to need a visual on this. This is where StreamYard would help right now. To check for FFP for errors. Well, I create. I create the FFP, or no, not FTP, it's FPP. I create that for a checksum file. Am I on the same wavelength as you? Well, then you're going to have to Zoom with me one time and show me on my laptop. And I'm sorry, folks. Also, that I'm not using StreamYard today. Yes, I am. Now I forgot what yes I am means. That's why I don't like about the leg. So why don't we do that one day this week, Jen? In the afternoon, early evenings, you can remote into the laptop and further explain, or we could do something. Yeah, we could do that Tuesday night. Tuesday night. You want to do that Tuesday night? Walk me through some of that on Tuesday? Yeah, because somewhere I got confused in the chat in the delay. Apparently you said yes you are, and I was talking about something and you probably typed in and I forgot what I was talking about. It's that damn stonerism. And hang on, let me PM you real quick. Check your PM, Jen. Check your PM. Okay, so I just sent you a... Okay, I'm glad you're willing to do that for me. Thank you, Sister Jen. Thank you, honey pie. But anyways, yeah. Tuesday night, you can probably walk me through that right through here. We'll do that during the stream even. Let's see how Tuesday goes first here. Well, send me an email so you can get on the list. Because me, Joe, Brian, and Payne. Me, Joe, Brian, Payne. Yeah, I think 4 of us. Are setting something up on Tuesdays. So I'll add you to the list. And then I send you guys the link on Tuesdays. That's what Joe is setting up. So check your PM. Oh, I got it. Okay, we are on the same page. Oh. No, I'm not sure if that's a good thing either, if we're on the same page. Because, you know, I might be a little touched in the head. It's kind of warm in here today, so I took my hoodie off and I just got my vest on. Didn't even put on a tie-dye actually. So I'm gonna have to play with that then. So I can pretty much do everything in Audacity. You just use Trader's Little Helper just for file errors. Just to double check. That's weird. Because yeah, even Rory, he even told me he's the one that actually told me about Trader's Little Helper. And I was going to the library and I was uploading in Wave. And the first couple uploads, if you look at them, you have the one long torrent file as well. It's like I added the torrent file along with the tracks. TLH for file errors only. And I don't know what the checksum file is, but I know some people use this, so I just got accustomed to just adding it in there, but I never really opened it up and checked it out. But I do have to take one of my old recordings and take a raw file and play with tracking it through Audacity. Control B, Control B, Control B. But I do gotta worry about those text labels, or track labels, I mean. Okay, well, I'm sorry I'm silly, but at least I'm honest. And I don't know what's taking Linda Lee so long. That sure is one long shower. You're worse than me. So yeah, you said this is all in 24. So let's see what you did here. Zoom H6. What are the AT835s? Are those cardioids or hypers? Oh, sorry, you guys can't see what I'm seeing. Let's do this. I apologize.
Jake Simpson on the fiddle. Let's keep him up. Keep him up. Give him a little. Check. Oh, and Greg, you switched to lap steel on that one right there. The multi-instrumentalist. Hey, check.
Okay, what are you doing? Yeah, what are the AT835s?
He's gonna sing a song.
Are those hypers or cardioids?
It only happens the Decembers before leap years.
Friday the 13th.
Oh, shotguns. I love shotguns. What is the polarity? Typical shotgun polarity? Cards? And this is what I'm using. You see the polarity? I love the polarity on these. Nothing coming out on the sides. And very small on the back. That's why I like these. And actually it was me and Kenny from Montana. We were at Alpine together. Typical, I would have to look them up at this point. Been a while. Yeah, I know that one. But let's go back here. But I remember Kenny. I always wanted to buy the Sennheiser's ME67s. They were like an extra couple inches longer. But their pattern, their shotgun pattern on those was the typical shotgun hyper cardioid pattern. And there was this one whistler, and I saw her for the last 2 years. I make damn sure I don't sit by her. I make damn sure of that one. But I asked him the following day at Alpine. It was like 2 days at Alpine. I asked him. I says, "How did that whistler turn out?" I said, I checked mine out, and I says, "I didn't hear her." She goes, "She ain't standing by me." So his mics, which I thought would be a little bit better, but they weren't. They actually picked up the whistling, and mine didn't. And I was like, "Oh, perfect. I'm not going to spend $500 to find out. We're going to sit on my shelf." It's like, "Oh, perfect." So with his little comment, that saved me $500 right then and there. And since we can cover up some of the lyrics, the songs, I can make this bigger. But we'll keep archive up. So I'm just changing the view here. Here we go. That's a little bit better.
Words like violence break the silence, come crashing into my little world. Painful feelings right through me.
Is this an inside joke? Are you familiar with me and Joe? Is that why you put the little laughing emoji there? Did you take a look at my mic? Did you see my mic? Are you serious? You are now included in the Wharf Rat Joe joke. And I'll tell you why you are now included. Joe asked me that very same question almost a year ago. Almost a year ago, he asked me that very same question. And it's like, what the hell are you talking about? My vents? And I'm going, my vents are 360. And then when he showed me his mics, see, mine are all the way around. My vents go all the way around. So that's where I was confused. And it's like, what are you talking about? So you are now included in that joke. Don't tell me vents up, in, or down. Mine are 360. But technically, I think that would be determined by the venue, personally. Because if it's a tin roof, for example, I definitely ain't gonna have the vents up. I probably have them down or out. You have two sides on yours? I think Joe only had one side. And his were the AKGs. So no. Vents in, out, up. No, they're all over. So now you are now included in that joke, Jam. Yeah, it would have to depend, because I go to a venue where they got a tin roof like it's an old barn, and I definitely don't want that tinny sound. So I definitely am gonna have I wouldn't have the vents up in a venue like that. But now the question is, would you put the vents in or out? Out this way or in? I don't know. I think I would put them in, but then again, for the stereo effect, I would put them out. Thank God I ain't got that problem.
And our dad, who's pouring His name's Brad. Or Papa Toast. You can call him Papa Toast if you want to.
And Fieldwork Brewing, whose beer he is pouring.
Thanks, Fieldwork.
Sorry, I was listening to the banter.
Driving 120s, heading into the hill with the wildfire smoke running over my gills. A good drive with my eyes closed, the moon so bright. The CD blocks turn to rivers and trees.
Just checking up on the Book of Faces here.
And I'm looking to friends in whiskey jars tonight.
I just see Gordon posted something.
The music's done, the bags are packed again. Well, pines and redwoods reach to the sky, and they line the winding roads we drive. They wave to us in winds, they wave us on. A welcome's felt when we play at the bar, but it feels like we just stepped out of the car and the bell starts tolling time to get us gone. And then last call, we're drinking black coffee again.
Sorry. Am I spacing out on you guys? That was not my intent. I used the word omni. You. So you always do a 6-track.
Tonight we're moving on. Well, on the spiral road to a place in my mind where I struggle with God and with life and with time.
Oh, what am I doing? Wrong screen.
Do anything
Sorry.
wrong. Well, every choice feels heavy and mean, and I can't remember my hopes and my dreams, and I'm feeling everything but strong.
Can't do much about the chatter. Do you do a lot of bar scenes? Like where there's lots of drinking? Because that's what I have to deal with every time. You can't have music without beer, apparently. Yeah, I normally do just a stereo track normally. Because I don't like the cardioids. But I'm going to try to do a board feed every now and then. So that would be my 4. Now what I do is I take my shotguns that I'm using here and I actually point them right into the speakers. So a lot of times I cut out my crowd by 50% just by doing that. That was my little trick. Alright, I'm going to take us off dual screen. I don't like looking. About 50% clubs. Okay. A lot of talkers. I mean, hey, that's what I should do. I'm going to show you. Hang on, I gotta find this one. Totally forgot about this. Hang on. I gotta show you guys something. This is what I have to deal with Jen on when I go out drinking or go out recording in a bar. This is what I have to deal with. And I have the perfect example. I can play this for 20 minutes and it'll still be going on. don't know if this is the same one. No, it's not. It would be 2019. Check this one out. This is the kind of people I have to deal with. Give me a second, I'm trying to find the timestamp. This is a Chicago band. Now this is actually a live stream. I recorded this live. And I was broadcasting it live. I get one drunk that comes in here and wants to give me a high five, and he's standing in front of me, and I just tell him, you know, please no stand in front of my camera. And please keep your conversation, you know, somewhat reasonable, not talk about sex, drugs, and religion. He didn't catch the hint. So watch what goes on after this.
What's your favorite flower? Okay. Yeah. You can't say sunflower. Is that your favorite too? Alright. I like sunflower. Is cannabis a flower? I believe it is.
It's coming. Exactly. No mics are, but you hear him, give me a high five. You touch me, I'm gonna kick your ass. Give me a high five. There he is. Here he is. So now I'm gonna zoom out on my camera now. fuck you. No, fuck you. Oh, look at him. Looking at him at the camera. It's like, oh, cool. This goes on for like 20 minutes. This actually goes on for 20 minutes. I am totally serious. Just watch his actions, man. Then he tells his friends, and a lot of these people in the audience are basically friends of the band. And they came up once a year to party. And this guy is just a normal drunken tourist. And now he's going to tell all his friends, point at me. Oh, look at that guy. He's a jerk. Yeah, fuck you. This is like a taping scene gone bad. I'm laughing now, but that night I was so angry. Oh, I did get the sound man over to like do something. I said, watch this guy. He's telling one of the band members' friends. And he's going, leave him alone. Half of these people didn't even know I was there until this drunk guy came in. Now point at me now, dude. So now I'm the big bad boy. He's telling everybody I'm the big badass. And these are our Chicago Deadheads, except for these three guys. So everybody was cool. And then the next day they did an acoustic set outside across the street. And they looked at the stream before they went to bed. And he goes, man, you should take that clip out and make a separate video, taping gone bad. It's like, you know, that's probably a good thing I can do. But this is what I have to deal with every night I go to a bar. So now that guy's drunk. Now he's looking at my mics up in the air finally. He just thought I was there with a camera all night, but now he sees my mic. Oh, wow. Now this kid, hey, I'm back. Fuck you. Wait, the guy is not done yet. There he is. I'm back. Oh, when I was taping, yeah, that guy knew. Yeah, he didn't know I had the mics in the air until then, you know. Boy, he is like totally fixated on me. Dude, you're really getting annoying to me. Yeah, I knew you meant the guy in the hat. Yeah, because he's a deadhead. These, like I said, these were Chicago deadheads. And they were doing this was actually during like August 8th. So this is like closing out Jerry week for me. So this was like a highlight. And this guy ruined it. Hey, now I got my friend to help me. Cool. Well, I really couldn't walk away. I mean, I still had to watch all my stuff. I really had no place to walk to. And I don't trust drunks fucking up my shit. So for 20 minutes this guy did this. And actually I wanted to go have a cigarette too, but then I probably would have went home bruised up. And I'm getting too old to get bruised up. Hang on, I just needed a drink. I wish I knew who he was. But I had my taper shirt on, so if he had somewhat of a memory, I'm sure he would kind of like Google it. And I bet you he's kind of embarrassed right now. And this bar, this venue, this bar, this is actually the Showboat Saloon. And he's got a bar in the back of this one as well. And it's got like a little horseshoe pit and like a little beach sand area and a little small stage up there. And plus there's another bar next to that. So there's 3 locations. I can in this bar alone I can see 3 bands. And then there's a place that across the street that actually plays something in the afternoon, early evenings. And they get some good taper-friendly bands. So in the summer I can just stay home and actually catch a good few taper bands. During the week. Oh, I'm sorry. Here, let me move my camera up so you can see more of him. There you go. This guy with the camera is a total asshole. This guy with the camera is a total asshole. Oh, now John's losing his temper. Oh shit. Oh, John got up. See, I'm also not going to start a fight in a place where I'm welcome at. So I'll let the people do their job. Okay, now he's going to be mellow for a bit. Now I'm finally getting a good tune, right? I know it's a good song, and I hate that when people gotta ruin stuff like that. And the next time you type something in the chat, Davey boy, you will have a wrench. Here's your wrench. But if you notice, Jen, on the serious side, now that we got a little bit of a tone, you can hear the people, you can see the people's lips moving. But with my mics, I'm going right straight into the speakers. I'm cutting out a good portion of that, I think. So yeah, I think I'm doing a pretty good job here and eliminating a lot of that chatter. He's back! Matt's on him quickly this time. Oops. I don't know who that is. So yeah, that pretty much killed my evening. And I believe I was under the influence of something too. I mean, come on, it was a jury week. What do you expect?
No, he spent quite a bit of time with Pete.
There, now we can go back to this. And actually, I'm treated quite well at that venue too. Better than I expect at most places. So that was pretty cool. So I always give them a heads up on that. I try to be respectful.
CD blocks turn to rivers and trees, and I'm washing the dirt of the week off of me, and I'm
So that's why I just had to share that with you so that you kind of know. You see what I gotta deal with.
The music's done, the bags are packed again. Well, pansy redwoods reach to the sky, and they line the winding roads we drive. They wave to us in winds, they wave us on. A welcome's felt when we play at the bar, but it feels like we just stepped out of the car, and the bell starts tolling time to get us gone.
And I get that a lot too. There's some venues, like I won't do Yonder Mountain anymore, and I won't do the Orpheum in Madison anymore. Apparently my duct tape, gaffer tape will ruin the historic building. And I got dragged out one night. It's like, really? I'm gonna be violent when $5,000 worth of gear. I'm gonna be violent. Okay. So it's a horse apiece. We all know the asshole venues, but yes, I am grateful for the good venues, the VIP treatment. So I enjoy that when I get it. I get spoiled though.
every choice feels empty and mean, and I can't remember my hopes or my
I
dreams.
feel sometimes I'm the same way. I feel sometimes I am the same way here. I've been called many of names. There was, I think it was Jam for Jam, I think it was. I was at Jam for Jam recording and a guy was kicking a beach ball around. And, he kind of like got kind of close to my gear, and I kind of was ready to pop it, and I grabbed it real quick. And I said, "Man, just be careful, watch out, I'm taping." And he goes, "Oh my God, I'm sorry," and he bows down like to me like I'm a god, and he goes, "Oh my God, the taper god." So I get called names. I got called in oh, you're Davey boy. You're in Central Illinois. Okay, yeah. I'm actually in Wisconsin. I am in the Wisconsin Dells area. But otherwise, Milwaukee and Madison actually has a lot of great acts that are local. You do Dead and Company every year at Wrigley. I was there this summer. Here, I'll do this. Oh, have you seen this, Davey? It's about a 2-hour drive for me. And when you go to my YouTube channel, I don't know if you're watching any of this, or if you can. Yeah, you should be able to see that. I use the search button quite a bit. This is pre-Wrigley. Well, I'll show you Deer Creek.
And welcome to Taper John. Welcome back. Just a heads up, we are at Deer Creek, and we are set up.
Here's the mix pre.
So just letting you know, we're all set up here at Deer Creek for the Dead and Company. Everything will be uploaded as soon as I get a Wi-Fi signal. We might be able to stream tonight, I'm not sure. We're going to try that by ear, so I will post links on my Facebook.
How are my eyes?
So, welcome to Taper John. Catch you guys later. As always, more to come.
How are my eyes?
My cigarette. All right, welcome to Taper John. We're at the pre-show, second night of
Here's Wrigley
So
Field.
I didn't do a pre-show from last night, but Taper drama. You know how that goes.
Sorry, Jen, I didn't shave.
Friends from Alpine, some good local fans. Yay! Taper section,
There's Payne, Flip.
and there's the stage. So we're all in. I'm clamped to Flip. Payne's over here. Bill's around some. So there's Bill. All right. So we got 4 of us here right now. Sorry I didn't shave. It's been a few days. You guys have a good show tonight. See you guys later. Bye! As usual, more to come.
So those were the nights at Wrigley. Actually, I should play a little bit of Wrigley, huh? What would you like to hear? A little bit of Wrigley? See a little bit of Wrigley? There is no taper section at Wrigley Field. They're actually jerks there. That's why I mentioned taper drama on night 2. I gotta try to look pretty at all times, Jen. Come on. Actually, at Deer Creek, there was a reserved section. I did not know it was for tapers, so I stayed away. And then when I went down there, I saw Taper Payne down there. It's like, what are you doing? In the taper section. It's like, oh, I don't. They told me. They didn't say taper section on it. Yes, it poured big time. Big time did it pour. I put the text files in with the videos now. Copy and paste, copy and paste. And actually, I think it was the second night it poured the worst. No, it was the first night it poured the worst. But at one point, it's like I could see the rain falling, but I didn't feel it hitting me at all. And then all of a sudden, toward the end of the show, that's when I was like, oh my God, I'm actually soaked. But when the wind picked up, yeah, then I can kind of felt the cold. See if I can find 615 2. We'll go 2-way. Second set. Yeah, took 2 days to finish the other one. I laughed at that one. Great. I heard it all weekend. Finally, it only took Bobby 2 days to finish the other one. Yeah, and then some people were sitting there telling me William Tell Bridge, and it's like, there's no, I even checked the dead base, there is no William Tell Bridge in the 11 St. Stephen. I think I even asked Forrest that one. Yeah. And then my friends wanted to stop at a bar and walk. We walked from our loft to the venue, and we walked back. We had to stop at 2 bars on the way home. And I was, at that time of the night, soaked. It was like, really? I just want to bring my gear home, and then I'll think about having a beer. But no, we had to stop here and there. It's like, no, I don't want a beer. I'm still going to carry this crap home. Only a taper thinks like we do. believe it's raining at this time. Yes. Only a taper. I'm not sure on whose lobster. Yeah, some of my friends, like the friends I went with this at this show, they wanted to go up front stage. Gear first, beer, drink later. Thank you very much. And please give me a chance to go to the bathroom. Please stand by my rig so I can go to the bathroom too. Were you behind me? That was cool how they did the surround speakers too. I think it was during St. Stephen. Huh. I kind of figured another taper. But Jen, did you see this? Maybe I have to see his face. I got something to show you, Jeremy. Hang on. Oh, I hate to do this during Scarlet. You have one as well, what? The case? But what's in the case? It's a dual capsule? But if you notice, it's got 3 patterns. So this is pretty much what I use for my corduroys now. But I really don't like using the corduroys anymore. But this is what I use for like an on-stage thing. This is made by Aventone, and that flip at Wrigley Field here, he had the Namikaze, am I pronouncing that right? He had the Namikaze version of this, and what was weird, he had like a split XLR, but here I have a 10 pin for the mic, and then I have a little box that splits it into left and right. So that's the only difference from his Namikaze and mine, I guess. I did not know that. was testing out that mic one time, and I had it on a stage. It was like a side stage at a small festival, and I had my shotguns on the other stage, and I'm testing it out with my 552, and I'm checking the levels, and it came so clear, crystal clear. Somebody asked me if I wanted a beer, so I just said, sure, I'll have one. And I lifted up my head and I looked around and there was nobody around me. And I saw these two girls about 55 feet away at a table, and they were talking, and one was getting up to go get a drink, and I was like, oh my God, I thought they were talking to me. So yeah, the mic is actually better than I actually thought it would be. Jeff was so hot on these shows. Jeff is totally improved and gotten in with it. Totally. From 2017 to 2019, he's definitely improved. And actually, I think he keeps John Mayer going. That's just my take on it. So this is actually the quality of my audio recordings coming into this video. I'm actually coming out of the mix pre using a USB interface, and I'm using the Samsung Note 9 for this. So I have a Type-C OTG cable, on the go cable adapter. It looks like this. This is a Type 3.0 though. And I put that into my phone. You don't do much dead related? Oh man, that's my main. I have to. I just have to. I just feel the urge. I have to. What do you use for video? So I'll have to add you to another collection or another group. I'll add you to my little private group of note users, Jen. I did not know you were actually a note user. Remind me of that, so I don't forget to do that later. The Note 3. Oh, that was the Note 5. This is the Note 3. This is the 8. And here's the 9. I got a text message. I routed my 3. So it's my special phone. And once again, Jen, I want to thank you for entertaining me and keeping me occupied here and conversing with me. I appreciate that. I can't be one of those people that just talk, so I always gotta play music. So Davey boy, how did you find me anyways? I'm just curious. Are you still here? Yeah, I just did this for fun to show a couple of video clips, and then I decided to do full-on sets. Then I decided how to get the good audio in on them. And so now I'm doing this for an extra bonus, I guess. Still playing around, trying to figure out how I can get both at the same time. It took me about 10 months to figure it out too. Actually, I had to reach out to a guy out in your area, Jim, from Android Central. And he referred me to the USB interface. And it's made by Behringer, or is it Behringer? I never knew how to pronounce that name. And he referred me to an app that I had to buy for $7. But it's not compatible. And I forget who it was. I think it was Jeff Mitchell from Georgia. He wanted to know about that app. And it was funny because it didn't work on MixLR. So if you stream through MixLR, that app won't work. Apparently. I don't do MixLR, so I haven't confirmed that. But for doing videos, that's what I use. If I'm streaming, I have to stream through analog due to YouTube subscriptions and policies. When I get to 1,000, then it'll be different. I focus on the audio too. Oh, I forgot. I keep forgetting you do fruition. But no, I focus on the audio first because if I can't have the good audio, then what good is my fucking... Oh, oops, sorry, talking like a sailor. But what good is my videos then? My videos are no different than anybody else's. Alright, see you later, Davey boy. MixLR likes the Apple interface. I agree. I'm Android. So that's why I had to beat around the bush, and it took me 10 months to figure it out. And what I like about these little chats that I'm doing here is because me and Payne discussed that, because Payne's from Kentucky. So we live basically in the rural area. And there ain't that many tapers out. I mean, I'm one of 2 tapers in Wisconsin and 1 from Minnesota. And we only see each other a couple times a year before this stuff on the internet. So we all had to learn by ourselves. So something like this and what we're doing and what we're talking about like today, Jen, is better communication. We can kind of learn from each other, even though we're BSing half the time and listening to music and sharing our music. We still learn from a little bit from each other. Exactly. To get mics to work with the Android, exactly. That's why that one app, the drivers, and the USB interface. And now it's going to be difficult this year because I noticed that all the newer phones that came out last fall, including the Note 10, does not have the headphone jack, so you can't even plug a mic in. You have to actually use a Type-C. So I haven't played with that yet, so I don't know if they upgraded the audio drivers for that as well. I know they would have to require something like that. So if it all went totally digital, I would have to check from that. And that's right, yeah, we do have to learn from each other. Because most people that are watching my videos, they're assuming that I'm actually just doing it off the built-in mic. It's like, come on. And that's why I decided to start putting my text files. Another reason why I started putting text files in the description, not only for the easiness of copy and paste, but kind of show them what I'm actually using. But then again, only a taper will know that language. Yeah, but I had time to play a few years ago, so I experimented. Like I said, it took me about 10 months to figure it all out. Because I always want it right the first time, so if I'm experimenting, then I gotta come up with an alternate. Oh, to figure it all out for streaming? Yeah. But it now actually made it easier, although it's analog. But now without the headphone jacks, it's going to be a little difficult. But I set the levels on the recorder, and I just feed that into the stream, so it's not that much extra work. You gotta remember, I'm the lazy one when it comes to this. So I like doing it quick and easy. Plug in and go. Take it home and we do what we gotta do later. How long does it take you to set up, Jen? It takes me about 20-25 minutes. Well, I'm waiting. About the same time, about 20 minutes. When I'm going to a local venue, I try to get there like a good hour, maybe an hour and a half early, just so I know I can have my spot reserved. That too. when I rush, what happens, I get everything all set up, and I forget to hit the record button. I've done that twice. Twice only. Playing it early to pre-gamers. Well, at least I'm not the only one that forgot to hit the record button. But forgetting my mic in my room when I went to Wrigley Field the first night, that was my first. I knew I was going to have tripod issues, so I put my small balcony boom in, thinking, okay, if I got to clamp to a seat, I will. And I get it all there, I'm setting all up, and it's like, okay, and it's like, oh shit, no mics. Guilt trips. Who's making you feel? Who's giving you guilt trips? Sure, I'll hear it later. Yeah, I never thought I would do that either, but I did. I'm not sure what you mean by guilt trips. Are you leaving or what? I'm confused now. Oh my god, I've been here 2 hours already. I didn't think I'd last this long. Oh, I always show up an hour before. Best advice ever given to me. But yeah, the friends, yeah. That's why I gotta put my little bears up this way. They know it's me. Well, I want to go up and party. It's fun. Thank you for this. But I'm going to go up here now. Well, yeah, thanks. One way or another, this darkness will give.
How y'all doing today?
I'm doing fine. I'm stoned now. How are you guys?
Us too.
You too? Really? I'm not the only one? Cool. See if I can find that link again. Yeah, I think we were on this one last. Yeah, I got Mountain Dew and I got my Water Joe over here. You don't have a coffee pot near your laptop, really? I know I would if I was a coffee drinker. So are you gonna, I take it you're gonna stay in then? 'Cause it's almost time for you to head out if you're gonna head out. Should I come back later? We can do it, oh, that's right, you still got it, you're right, that's right. Momentary lapse of reason. Oops. Would there be danger to that if you had a coffee next to you? Caffeine addict, yes. Gotta love them. So this is actually Streamlabs, as long as I got the screen up. This is actually Streamlabs OBS. So this is the preview screen. This is the actually screen being monitored. See? Okay. I'll hang out for a bit too then. So it's just me, you, and Davy Boy today now. Okay. That's fine. Just monitoring things, that's all. Oh, you spill stuff? Really? I thought you'd be like overdoing the caffeine. Nope. That's one thing I can say I don't do. I don't spill. I could be falling down drunk, and I still won't spill my beer. We're born and raised not to spill our drinks.
Today is the greatest day I have ever known.
Hey, we're gonna bring up Jake Simpson from Little Smokies to come play a couple tunes with us right now.
Ah, the Little Smokies?
Not one fiddle, but two fiddles. Yeah? Hey, one more time. Give it up for Little Smokies, huh? All the way from Missoula, Montana.
I just gave you a comment. Yes, I actually have one of the Little Smokies. I'm trying to think now.
Well, I ain't proud of the things I've done, so I got to change it now. I said 7 more months, 39 days to turn my ways around. I got an 18-wheeler and a worn-out dog. And I ain't got nothing to say to the law. I got 10 more miles and I'm in that county line. And I ain't got no more worries on my mind. Leaving Mississippi and looking for higher ground. I said 7 more months, 39 days, turn my ways around.
Yeah, I got Little Smokies here, 2016, April 23rd.
I said 7 more months, 39 days, turn my ways around.
Did it with the 552 actually. Oh, you didn't know I had 186 views on it. So.
don't fit no more. I got a long head down my back. Well, I guess that's not the best look to the judge in black. So he picked up his pen and he put me away for a little stretch of time. I said 7 long months, 39 days, and never did a crime.
Oh, you want me to play the Little Smokies? I was gonna enjoy this.
And I ain't got nothing to say to the law. I got 10 more miles in and hitting that county line. And I ain't got no more worries on my mind. Leaving Mississippi and I'm looking for higher ground. I said 7 long months, 39 days to turn my ways around. Well, I ain't proud of the things I've done, so I got to change it now. I said 7 long months, 39 days to turn my ways around. I said 7 long months, 39 days to turn my ways around. I said 7 long months, 39 days to turn my ways around.
Yeah, I think I'll probably finish out this one here. And by that time, you'll probably be making up your mind. I might come back on this afternoon, though. We'll see how everything goes.
Let's keep him up. Keep him up. Give him a go.
Checks.
Oh, Greg, you switched to lap steel on that one right there. The multi-instrumentalist.
Hey, Checky.
Speaking of changing some shit up, Phil is going to sing a song. It only happens the Decembers before leap years.
Friday the 13th.
Yeah, I think you remember telling me about this when you were busy. Yes, I do remember it.
Tires squealing, engine whine for more. Yeah, she ain't no stranger to the red and blue lights. I got a cop car chasing like a stock car racing me tight. Officer, there ain't no trouble if there ain't no trouble to see. Officer, ain't no trouble if there ain't no trouble to me. I got a girl down south and where is our bass player? I got a girl out west and I got one next to me. I got a girl for Thursday and one for Friday night. And if I get real luck, take Jake home tonight. Preacher man, there ain't no trouble if there ain't no trouble to see. Preacher man, there ain't no trouble if there ain't no trouble to me. I got $1 right here and a nickel neath the floor. I got my own 2 cents, not a gosh darn penny more.
Finding a place to crash right now
Stand right here, just hand it down, you see.
for a Wednesday night.
From my great-grandpa
Stay at
to
a
my
friend's
pappy,
house. I'll buy their
y'all
ticket
me.
for them for the North Mississippi All-Stars in Milwaukee.
There ain't no trouble if there ain't no trouble to see.
Hey, glad the ear is starting to feel better.
No trouble if it ain't no trouble to me. Officer, there ain't no trouble if there ain't no trouble to see. Officer, there ain't no trouble if it ain't no trouble to me.
Jake Simpson on the fiddle from Little Smokies right there. Give it up for him, everybody. We love you, Jake! We're going back to the 80s. Words like violence break the silence, come crashing into my little world. Painful to me, pierce right through me. Can't you understand, oh my little girl? All I ever wanted, all I ever needed is here in my arms. Words are very unnecessary, they can only do harm. Vows are spoken to be broken. Feelings are intense, words are trivial. Pleasures remain, so does the pain. Words are meaningless and forgettable. All I ever wanted, all I ever needed is here in my arms. Words are very unnecessary, they can only do harm. All I ever wanted, all I ever needed is here in my arms. Words are very unnecessary.
Sorry, I'm on Facebook. I got a private message. I'm trying to figure out Wednesday. Am I missing anything? I apologize for that. So yeah, North Mississippi All-Stars on Wednesday. I am on the guest list. And on Friday in Madison, I am not. So me and Janet are going Friday. I can still tape, but I just won't be on the guest list. So I'm working out where I can stay at a friend's house.
Playing tonight, Rainbow Girls. Give it up for Rainbow Girls. Royal Jelly Jive, they open the show. And Little Smokies. And our dad, who's pouring beer back there. Brad. His name's Brad. Or Papa Toast. You can call him Papa Toast if you want to.
And Fieldwork Brewing, whose beer he is pouring.
Thanks, Fieldwork.
Almost rhymes.
Driving 120s, headed into the hill with the wildfire smoke running over my gills. I could drive with my eyes closed, the moon so bright. The city blocks turn to rivers of trees, ain't a much in the dirt of the week off of me, and I'm looking to friends and whiskey jars tonight. And then the music's done, the bags are packed again. Well, pines and redwoods reach to the sky, and they line the winding roads we drive. They wave to us in winds, they wave us on. A welcome's felt when we play at the bar, but it feels like we just stepped out of the car and the bell starts tolling time to get us gone. And then last call, we drinking black coffee again.
We're drinking black coffee again.
Well, it's time we're headed out, but we're not headed home. Tail lights ahead, dragging me straight for the dawn. My eyes are feeling heavy, and the road goes ever on, but I'll follow you. Tonight we're moving on. Well, on the spiral road to a place in my mind where I struggle with God and with life and with time, and it feels I can't do anything but wrong. Well, every choice feels
Maybe Heather will want to join us.
my dreams and I'm feeling everything but strong. And then the music puts
Circle of
us
Friends.
on the road again. Well, it's time we're headed out, but we're not headed home. Tail lights ahead.
But you were in the Bay Area.
Straight for the dawn. My eyes are feeling heavy, and the road goes ever on. But I'll
Thinking Frisco.
follow you. Yeah, well, it's time we're headed out. We're not headed home. Tail lights ahead, dragging me straight for the dawn. My eyes are feeling heavy, and the road goes ever on. But I'll follow you. Tonight
Yeah, my ex-wife Mary, she has a single one cup by her nightstand on her bed. So she hits the alarm and then hits the coffee button. That's how Mary does it. Believe it or not. But today is a friend of the pizza place. That's what I thought. So you're going to drive up to Oregon. Is that what you're telling me? Oh, a gig is in the hills in Sonora. Okay. Enjoy the tunes. I'll be back in 40 seconds.
You're always I look grand. Long as
wireless plug doesn't work with your phone. Your Bluetooth earbuds, is that what you're saying? I'll get another bottle of water.
That's Alex Morrison right there on the vocals. Hey, I'm gonna bring up a special guest. This is gonna be our last song.
No
of
way.
The regular set.
Oh.
But then after that, we're gonna bring everybody on stage and play a couple songs. If you guys yell real loud.
He always does this. It's like, you know, like when you're gonna kiss a girl for the first time, like you don't want to like tell her you're gonna do that. He always does this to you. It's like, we're gonna leave. Nah, we're not gonna leave.
We're gonna bring up. Okay, shut up, Scott. Damn it, Bobby. I just got married a couple months ago.
No way.
To
Speaking of kissing girls,
a T sister, and she just happens to be sitting back there. So she's gonna come and sing a song with me to close out this set. She's got red lipstick on. All right.
did you tell her you were gonna kiss her at your wedding, like right before you kissed her?
Here it comes. I'm going to kiss you. Are you okay with this? Then after that,
It's the age of consent, man.
I know you know my part, Berkeley, so you gotta sing it with me, okay? In case I forget the words.
ooh, 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 that sunrise, daylight's burning my eyes. I stayed up all night, staring at the starry sky.
Ooh, sweet moonshine. Just a little taste makes me feel so fine. It's dark outside and it's time for bed, but you lay awake all night instead.
Maybe just for an hour or two, I'll get to spend some time with you. Share a cup of coffee in the paper.
Well, I don't know about the paper part. Well, if you're rolling papers, maybe.
Never seems so sweet outside in the morning time. In the morning time.
Starting to get headphone hair. I don't like that.
My fair girl, we come from two different worlds. You live the day and I love the night. You got big plans for country life. My skin's too pale for that sunshine, and the city's pulse makes me feel alive.
At night I dream of the country, so sick of all the bustle in Berkeley. But now this is our home. We'll make the best before our roots have grown.
Are we talking about earbuds, Jen?
Make it work, we need to change the scene, and I'll meet you there halfway in between.
What are you talking about? A Bluetooth speaker or what?
Halfway in between.
Wireless plug. Trying to figure out what the Android is.
Halfway in between.
I'm missing something there. Did it happen when I went to the bathroom? The facilities? The head?
God help us
Excuse
out
me.
in this last part here.
Maybe just for an hour or two, I get to spend some time with you.
Share a cup of coffee and the paper.
Rolling papers.
These eyes are tired.
Here's my cup of coffee.
Never seemed so sweet.
Is yours ready?
In the morning. In the morning. In the morning. That's Erica teaching of the T Sisters.
Thank you.
Or the Brothers Comatose. Thank you guys.
So I'm taking that was they're doing 2 encores then, I'm assuming. Well, John, look at the text file. Yes, dear. Sorry, hon. What? It doesn't tell me if they're the encores or not.
So this is
you're
the
using a
point where
Bluetooth headphone.
you guys yell real loud and then we bring everybody on stage. 1, 2,
2, 3, 4. Who are we fighting for?
Louder than that, a little bit louder, a little bit louder. Everybody.
Now I comprende.
All
Now
bands
I
on
comprende.
stage, all bands on stage, come on.
I'm hardwired.
Let's bring them all up here. Come on up, everybody, come on.
Oh no, did I shave? Yeah, I shaved.
Hey,
I
thank you
look
guys
pretty,
for
don't
coming
worry
out.
about it.
This means a whole hell of a lot to us to share this with you guys tonight, and for you guys to be here, and our dad for
I kinda
bartending,
feel
and all
like
our
hanging
friends and
out.
family hanging out back here too. Bands, get your asses up on stage. Come on, what the hell? What do I gotta do?
Hey,
All of you
if
guys.
I have to watch my
Rainbow
language on
Girls,
here,
Royal Jelly Jive, Little
can the bands
Smokies
get
up
away
in
with
here.
it? Okay, fine. Caffeine's starting to kick in.
We need some Rainbow Girls.
Here I am.
One more time. Roll call. Rainbow Girls, Lil Smokies, Royal Jelly Jive. Calling you to the stage right now.
Yep, Mountain Dew's starting to kick in again.
Hey, you guys down for a couple more or what?
Well, if you insist. If you guys don't mind, I don't mind. I'm not doing nothing today. Janet's got a day off. She's sleeping. She was kind of like grumpy because I woke her up because we were both tired and
They're gonna let me
hungry.
sing a little, which was
And
a
slummed
terrible
like her
idea, but
sleep
we're gonna
in.
try this.
Scott Patton on the bass.
Then I figure what we're doing later on. Can you guys hear the music good enough? Are the voice and music levels fine?
but you got my poor feet and you know the goose is still out. Baby, I can't stay, you got to roll over me, call me the tumbling die.
Tell me more about the T Sisters. Is she part of the T Sisters? Is she part of their Brothers Comatose, or is that a different band? Her voice intrigues me for some reason. I like the accordion. Oh no, you left me. You left me. You didn't hear me. You didn't even acknowledge me. Oh. Okay. Oh, geez. Okay, tell me more about the T-Girls. Their voice intrigues me. The T-Girls. That one. She just on the vocals, or is she playing something? Is that a different band? Or is she part of Brothers Comatose? Told you. Apparently Erica. I think she was in the beginning of the song too. A really high-pitched voice. Sound like a little tiny girl actually. T Sisters, yeah.
You guys want one more?
And I got something for you after the last song.
Fucking great to have all you guys up here right now. Thank you guys.
Something
One more
from my
time.
neck of
Rainbow
the
Girls,
woods.
Little Smokies,
Three Sisters.
Royal Jelly Drive.
Are they taper friendly too?
I am the scout, you are the man, you're all grown up and you do what you can. Say I don't know nothing, but you surely see. What I do know is that I won't grow old. Instead of punching clouds and doing what I'm told, I'll stay young forever. That's how it's gonna be. I'll never grow old. I'll never grow old. I'll never grow old and made like you.
Got my Mary Batch and whiskey and wine. You see me sip for breakfast, but you do it all the time. Sipping curves and I'm headed out for good. We will ride our bikes all over this town. Rain won't feel like the wheels on the ground. We'll be running wild instead of doing like we should.
I'll never grow old.
Well, thank you, Sister Jim. I'll have to check them out.
more, take one more.
When I am the scout, you are the man. You're all grown up and you do what you can. Say I don't know nothing, but you certainly see. What I do know is that
And I feel kind of privileged myself in a sense like that, since I traveled so much in Wisconsin the last few years when the economy crashed, that I pretty much got almost everyone taper friendly, and I became quite popular. So I feel like I'm privileged because it's really weird. The different lifestyles from southern and northern Wisconsin. The northerns drink everything and beyond, and the younger generation down south here is more city-ish. So the cultures never really connected. There's like an invisible magnetic shield or something. So in the last few years, it seems like I've seen a lot of interactions. Oh, you know that band, John? I saw them. It's like, yeah, I've been recording them for like 4 or 5 years. So, oh, really? Yeah. It's like,
That was
yeah.
so fucking fun. Thank you, guys.
So I got something here in queue for you.
Let's give 'em a bounce.
I'm gonna close this out. You're gonna see my desktop for a moment. No, I'll try this one. This is one of the. It actually seems to be very quite accepted here also. And then a lot of the musicians around here have more than one band, obviously. But check this one out, Lynn. Check this one out. You really love this. Here, I'll start it back from the beginning with the right volume. Get on your dancing shoes.
Down at the station at 1 in the morning, there's a train load of strangers that just hit town. One has a top hat and one has a falcon, and although they just arrived, they know their way around. Out to a house at the edge of the town, they're bringing thunderbird wine and a pound of hash. I'm off with one of the people, 'cause we're gonna get the spirit of a weekly bash. All the pleasants from the south came out special for the big turnout. Golden blossom and singing bear, they're gonna have a party and they just don't care. Fasten your seatbelts and let down your hair, because tonight is the night you've been waiting for. People in trances and African dances, another kind of life is waiting on that door. Whoa, we got supplies that will last for a week, so there ain't nothing can stop us until we crash.
When we have kids, we will tell them the stories of the night we got the spirit of the Jack Morning Bash. Mushrooms from singing bear, Indian visions that'll curl your hair. Golden blossoms said she'd make her dandelion wine and morning glory. Tell all your friends that you've gone out of town and prepared to go out of your natural mind. We're gonna rise when the sun's going down. Your spirit starts to itch and never know what you'll find. Well, if you're afraid, then you better stay home, because there's no turning back once the dice are cast. The lovers, the strangers, we're all gonna go through changes when we get the good old spirit of Jack Morning Bash.
Oh, I love that too. I think I have. Here, let's try this one. All right, Jen, you have a good one. Yeah, I'm still doing the same thing about Wednesday. I know how you feel. Well, check back later here. If I see that you're on Book of Faces or whatever, I'll send you a link if I come back on. But I'm probably gonna start closing out here myself. I don't know who's all here. So, alright. Have a good one. Hugs back at you. Hugs back at you. And I will talk to you soon, and I love you too. My little sister. Okay, who else is in the house? Who's lurking besides me? Let's see how this looks. Bye, Jen.
Jack Pine. We love you guys, man. Best crowd anybody could ever hope to play for. Happy Jack.
This is Sloppy Joe, by the way.
Well, it only seems fitting to sing this next number. I'll dedicate this next tune to all of the Jack Players out there.
Oh, looks like I'm getting a revisit of a song I played just a few minutes ago, so let's turn her up a little bit. I don't know who's lurking in the house, but I guess you're getting a repeat. I don't care, this is one of my favorites. Anyways, I think I'm gonna start drifting out of here. Probably after this tune, because I think this is Muddy Water. So I'm gonna drift away on this one. I'll close out with this song. But as always, thanks for joining in for today's stream. Sorry that I used StreamYard today, but I predicted a quiet crowd today. But we're also going to be back here with Warfried Joe on Tuesday evening around 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I might come back on this afternoon to see how I feel. Do some fun. So, other than that, stay tuned. Thanks for joining in for today. And on Tuesday afternoon, Tuesday evening, depending on where you're from actually, we'll be live with Warfried Joe, hopefully. And I want to give a shout out to Jen. Thanks for private messaging me information. Thanks for hanging out with me this morning and chatting, keeping me company. And we did actually talk about some stuff, so you can replay this later on. So we actually did do some learning and discussing our things today. So, still hope you enjoyed the hangout this morning. Have a great day. As always, more to come.